G'day everyone! Just a quick video today to highlight the fact that a few months ago, the Bob mod was updated to be able to add props and trees to buildings. I'll show you what that means. Let's say I wanted to use this vacant lot here to add in some community garden or allotment garden by plopping in some of these 2x2 farming industry buildings. Yeah, not exactly what I picture when I think of a community garden or an allotment. Leave a comment if you can think of any farm in the world that looks like a giant billboard like this. So just like we've always been able to do, you can open up the asset with Bob and remove all of these ugly props. I mean, that's not new. Bob's been able to do that for ages. And now we're left with this nice blank slate that you could detail the old-fashioned way. So you just go in to move it, find some raised gardening beds, and add those as your heart desires. But the problem is, you have to add them to each plot, one at a time. I mean, you can copy and paste with Move It, which, saves some time, but I think it's still a bit of a hassle, especially if you didn't just have 2 of these, but you had dozens of these plots all around your city that you wanted to detail. So now with this new update to Bob, we don't have to do any of this copy and paste stuff with Move It. That gets really old after the 12th time you're having to do it. So I'll delete these props and I'll show you what I mean. So now if I open up the asset again in Bob, I can use the Add New Prop tool and just search for the same assets that I was adding before. I think they were bark blocks 4 meters or something. And I can just add those, set the offset appropriately, and you'll see that it adds it to both of the 2x2 farming plots at exactly the same time. And the offset updates in both at exactly the same time. These changes won't just be affecting these 2 instances of this asset. In fact, it'll be affecting every instance of that asset in all cities on my computer. You do still need to bear in mind that City Skylines limits an asset to have 64 props. So you couldn't just take a large farming plot and add hundreds of corn plants all in a row. If that's what you wanted to do, you'd have to do that some other way. In this case, I'm only going to be adding about 50 plants, but that's still going to take a while to add. So through the magic of editing, I'll just fast forward until I'm done. Even at 20 times speed, this is still going to take a while, so I'll just cut ahead to when I'm finished. Alright, there we go, finished. I think you'll agree that looks much nicer than it did before. Now every single time I plop this in or it goes in, it'll look just like this. Now when you use Bob to remove parking spaces, you can add some props in to fill the empty space. I hope we'll see more props that are specifically designed to fit existing buildings, like something for the warehouse yard to protect the goods left out exposed to the elements. There's surely many other vanilla assets that really need some props added to them. Feel free to comment on this video to share your ideas.